Sir.
It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Cash some checks and come up.
Get up, get up, get up. Come on up, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it is summertime. It is July. It is July, and it's summertime here, man. And it is super hot outside. It is super hot outside. But speaking of hot, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the hottest sports podcast in the whole YouTube sports community, man. We are the Sports Podcast. And welcome to another episode of Sports, the Real the Sports Talk Show. Today we are going NFL heavy. NFL heavy today, man. So buckle up and enjoy the show courtesy of the Real to Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for being here with us on this Saturday afternoon, wherever in the world you are right now, man. Before you take a sip of that ice cold beer you got in your hand, before you take that sip of that cognac you got in your hand, man, take a second, man, to hit that thumbs up for us. Hit that thumbs up for us, man. You first timers, do the same. And while you're at it, man, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications because you belong right here with us on the Real to Sports Podcast. Go follow us on Twitter at Real to Sports, and also go sign up at our sports group on Facebook, man, called the Real to Sports Group. And go ahead and join the group, man, because in a matter of months, young Mark, the president of the group, will be getting together the second annual Real to Sports Fantasy Football League, man. So you guys might want to join up to the group, man, and jump into the league, man, and earn a chance to win some cash.
Please.
Earn a chance to win some cash, and no doubt.
Come through and help us dethrone GC. GC cannot win 2 years in a row, bro.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry about that. That's
GC was a beast in fantasy, bro. He smashed me. Yo, he smashed me, bro. DC was a beast.
DC know what not to bring that weak stuff. Bring that over.
Hey, dude, I got some extra venom towards you, bro, because here's the crazy part. I went up against DC in the playoffs real quick, right? Guess who his starting quarterback was that week?
Who?
It was Derek Carr. The week he was in Pittsburgh. The daggone Steelers, and I still freaking lost. I ain't gonna never let that go, bro.
That day, Mark.
Bro, he had like 160 on me. I think I had like 101. He beat the brace off. I said, God, man, he was smart. He won like 7 in a row at one time.
Man, yeah, he was on an 8-game streak.
No, like 10. Wasn't it like 10 in a row? GC was on, bro. He was on. Every week he was killing it. He was killing it. So yeah, man, y'all might want to join up, man. The Real Sports Group, man, on the Real Sports Group. Our fantasy league, man, that is ran by the president himself, Young Mark, man. So you might want to go ahead and join up and get you a chance to win some cash, man. Street and Deuce, their first time of being there this year, man. So I'm telling you, we're gonna have some fun up in there. And somebody got to dethrone GC. Holy smoke, he was on the road. Without further ado, man, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the main attractions for this evening. They are the stars of the show. They are the Real Sports Podcast panel. You know, down in the 985, down in the Bayou. The Terrible Towels, led by second-year quarterback, Kenny Pickett. They are the 6-time Super Bowl champion. They are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
It's a great day to be the Deuce.
Yeah. It's a great day to be Deuce, man. Guys, I don't know if y'all heard, but the NBA is handing out free money. Some of these dudes that got paid yesterday.
That is a fact, brother.
My Lord. My Lord. I wish if I could have a percentage of it to make half the jump shot some of these dudes make, I'd take it.
It's like here. Yeah, I don't want to hear.
I mean, just you get 200 mil. You get 200 mil.
Like
You've never been all NBA, but you get 250.
Right. You ain't even a dog, but you gonna get this much money.
That's crazy.
It's a part of that meme they got going around the internet. KD at a young age, like, do I take this jump shot or do I take this hairline? And he chose the jump shot.
Word. Jesus Christ, man.
Shaq was excited to be a $80 million guy back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
now these dudes, one season and they getting paid $250.
$250. You see Kuzma got? Oh man, Kuzma got it.
It's all about time.
That broke my heart, bro.
Like holy hell, bro.
Kuzma got his age.
Yeah, he got peas. I mean, they gave him the whole state of
Van Fleet got paid. He's not one of the ones that I think he
just going to get paid.
I want to say that, but he got paid.
Did he stay with Toronto?
Houston. He's going to get paid. That's it. That's all he's going to play for.
They're going to be Showtime down there too.
Hey, host.
Yes, sir.
One key detail: he's going to Houston. There ain't no state income tax in Texas.
Nope. Hey, look, he sure ain't going to play to win. He's going to play for that money.
He's going to get that money.
Houston sucks.
They're going to be interesting.
Yeah, they are.
They got a lot of young athletic wings and transition. They're going to be phenomenal. Jalen Green and
Van Fleet,
Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore from Ville. Yeah, they're going to be tough.
Yeah, they do got Whitmore. That's a fact. Whitmore would be more of a dog than Van Fleet. Van Fleet is nice, but
I like Van Fleet.
I like him. He's more like a Derek Fisher to me. I mean, he can shoot.
He got a little bit bigger bag.
Yeah, I think he got
a
little more wiggle to him than Derek Fisher.
Yeah, he got
absolutely
bigger bag.
But I mean, as far as shooting, like accurate, man, he's a shooter. Yeah. Van Fleet shoot that ball, man. I would definitely give him the ball in the last second.
Fisher was a big gang player, though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate Derek Fisher, man. Fuck him. He killed my Spurs, yo. Him and Kobe, goddamn bastards. They killed the Spurs, bro.
I think Matt Barnes got enough revenge for you, my guy.
Yeah, but Derek Fisher, we had that goddamn headband. I said, darn that mug. Goddamn. Representing America's team. We them boys. The motto. America's team. They are the 5-time Super Bowl champion, led by quarterback Dak Prescott. They are the Dallas Cowboys. And ladies and gentlemen, do not cross the street. Wall Street's in the building.
What's going on, host? What's going on, people out there? I'm just trying to stay cool because it's a humid day in North Carolina today.
Yes, sir, man. It is humid out there for sure.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Well, I want to get out there yesterday. I told the street, I said, I want to get out there, but boy, that heat. That heat said, Now, you better put them rods up, bruh.
At least you've been able to fry your fish as soon as you caught them, hoes. Just throw them on the side.
Just throw them on the rock.
They be done by the time you catch them there.
There's some cornmeal out there. Throw some of that ultra.
Yeah, little flour, little
obey.
Little cornmeal,
Little obey out there, just throw it on the rock.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all you need.
Oh, man. Last but not least, man, representing the Black Hole, the Autumn Wind, the Silver and Black Attack, the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders, and we are led by, still, he is a quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G, baby. My dude. Get that foot together. He's the president of the Riddle Sports Group in Oklahoma State's alumni. My man, the very faithful, Young Mark.
Hey, man, I'm glad you said that, host. Today, I'm just an Oklahoma State fan. 8 years ago today, I took my very first steps on that campus in Stillwater and got my hands on this right here.
Holy
8 years ago
smoke.
today, bro. I still got my ID.
Damn.
Man, oh man, I'm forever proud to be a Cowboy, man. But today, go Pokes. Cut
Let's
Jimmy
go,
Garoppolo and sign Mason Rudolph. Go Pokes, baby.
You know what? I'm sitting here with 3 Cowboys. What?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with 3 Cowboys.
Hey, bro, I had
Oklahoma State
dudes.
Cowboy, Dallas Cowboy, McNeese State Cowboy.
McNeese.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, college boys here.
Deuce, did my comment shock you, bro? Because I saw you jaw drop.
Yeah. Mason, you yeah. I'll trade you Mason Rudolph right now for a bag of hot fries.
Andy
Hey, man. Hey, I'll give you 100 Renfro for him.
No. How dare you, Mark?
Gone.
Just give me James Washington. I'm good.
No.
You can have both of them. Gone. I mean, first thing smoking. Don't even clean out your locker. We'll send everything to you.
Good Lord, man.
Get the hell out.
Get the hell out of here.
Your code don't work no more. You just get the hell out.
Get 8 Mile is that way. That way. All right, man. Oh man, the live chat is off the damn chain here. That's what's up. We go through these things real bit. Universal, he's back.
What's going
up,
on,
baby? What's up? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Oh,
Yeah, lying, man. It disappeared out the face of the earth, but we glad you're back, bro. We are glad you're back. There she is. There she is.
Miss Jones.
Secure Jones, Mrs.
What's going on, Miss Jones?
Mrs. Jones.
been dodging my phone calls too, Miss Jones.
Better pick up that phone.
And the
Big
ignore
brother.
button, brother.
Big brother
Hey,
call.
she plotting on how she gonna take down Dallas next season. Ain't that right, Miss Jones?
Hey, Miss Jones, you make sure you stay home because we going there today.
Miss Jones, it's not that hard. You know how to beat them. It's not that hard, Miss Jones.
Been a lot of heartache for them Commander fans.
Word. Rockstar Rock.
T-Rock.
What's happening, T-Rock?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Philly G. Philly G.
What's going on, my man?
Philly G. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know whether I won't talk to Philly G or not.
Deuce sounded so defeated when he said that, bro.
Can't figure it out. Everybody doing stuff in free agency. We just letting people go. We ain't did it.
Definitely joining. Rock saying, okay.
Oh, T-Rock a problem in fantasy football. Take it from me.
Uh-oh.
That man a problem, bro.
Let's go. Like happened. Roxy definitely joining the podcast fantasy league this year. Let's go. Somebody got to take down GC.
Tell Rock
that's a man to do it.
He be back in his A game.
Okay. What say Jalen Brown about to change the market today. The max extension. Okay. Udoka
Should have been Marcus Smart.
The young bucks ready with Van Fleet leadership.
I agree 100%.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Udoka's a good coach. It's a good coach.
I knew they had a coach there, and I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, you know.
I think they could be a play-in team, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. They can do what the Kings did.
Yeah.
They can actually do it. Yeah, they can do that.
I don't know about it.
Rob Williams. Is that Rob Williams?
Rob
Williams is in the build.
My
What's
guy.
going on, Rob?
Coming from Facebook, the Real Sports.
He's big on this Rockets train, too. He's got my mind thinking. We were talking a lot about it. Yeah, he talked about him last night, and I like what he's saying. You know, he's hoping they get one piece with Brook Lopez. You think that's what makes them, you know, kind of complete.
They need somebody like that. Yeah,
the Lakers is heavy on him right now.
Man. A little too young right now to make.
Yeah, they are young. They are young.
They're too young.
They're like 19.
Little babies.
That coach has been down there for a long time.
Yeah, they're definitely little babies.
Udoka, I think he's a great coach. I think he can get it done.
Me too.
Absolutely. I think so too, man. Good leadership and what he did with the Celtics, man, is not bad at all. Shadid.
What's going on?
Happening? What's up with you?
Man,
What's up with you?
Keep on rehabbing that knee, cuz.
Yes, sir. Get better, bro. You gotta get Shadid out on that water, man.
Yeah. He think he officially, man. He think he officially.
We're gonna show you something now. We'll show you something now, man. We'll show you something.
Shots have been fired.
All right, Deuce.
Shots have been fired.
Yeah.
Fantasy league is mine.
Oh, I see he's ratcheting it up a little bit, Mark. You have some competition in that league this year, Mark.
I feel like Philly G's the person who takes all the players from his favorite team.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He is.
I feel like he got.
He is.
Oh yeah. He gonna get every Eagle fan there is. From the parking lot attendant to the hot dog stand.
You want all of them.
You gonna get it.
Yeah.
You gonna get all of them, boy. GC. There he is. Should have won, Philly G. I think you talking about the wrong. GC smashed that, boy. He smashed that one. What's up with you, GC? What's happening, baby? 504 was in the building. 504. 504, man. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, man. Rehab that knee, brother. We got to get out on that water sometime, boy. We got to get out on that water sometime.
They catch some crappies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, it's good to see this live chat popping, man. It's always good. That makes me feel good. Now I feel a lot better now. Wipe my tears. Wipe my tears, man. All right, man. We're gonna start this show off, man. We're football heavy today, and we got a question. Whoa! We got an audience question, man. And if you want to, real quick, if you got any questions for the podcast panel, any one of these guys right here on the screen, that's Young Mark, Deuce, and Wall Street, either Q Dog or Philly G, T Rock, any other podcast members, and anybody, man, if you got a question or anything you want those guys to talk about, anything, man, just simply go. Follow the screen at the bottom right there, realtorsports.com, man, and put that in, put the question in. I get the email and I will put it live on the show. Or you can just simply go on the live chat and say, hey, I got a question for Mark. I got a question for Street. I got a question for Deuce. Well, anyway, we'll get to the question here. This is for Deuce. This is coming from Mr. Renfro. He said, what's up, Real to Sports podcast? My question is to the HBCU man. I am a graduate of Grambling State, class of 95, Winfield, Louisiana born, I'm sorry. Do you think we can get back to our old winning selves? That's to the
Let me get my popcorn ready for this.
So I just want to say shout out to Mr. Renfro, Grambling class of 95. You know, I got a lot of family that can, you know, be able to brag and say they went to school up there in Grambling, where, you know, their motto is the place where everybody is somebody. Okay.
I like that.
And,
I like that. That's pretty high.
To answer your question, I do think Grambling will get back to their winning ways. I think the step that we missed was when Jackson made their move to go get Dion and get that coach of that stature. Grambling was in a rocky place with Coach Fobbs having his first really, you know, bad seasons, and, you know, Grambling was looking of where they were going to go and, you know, who was going to lead the program for years to come. And, you know, that's when Hugh got his job. And, you know, since Hugh's been there, it's been a lot of controversy, a lot of ups and downs, things he's done, like taking the G's off the helmet and, you know, just stuff like that. Just, you know, things that are unheard of in Grambling. You know, they don't really do things like, especially the G. The G is the most, you know, precious thing. They take pride in it. You know, they haven't changed it for years, and that's just who Grambling is. But to get back to your question, I think this year they have a favorable schedule this year. You know, the roughest game is going to be against obviously LSU week 2, which is kind of a wash game. That's more of a Louisiana culture type game because it's the first time that Grambling and LSU have played. Ever. The last 2 years, Southern played them last year, first time ever, and it's crazy because they're in the same city. And then now this year, the first time that, you know, LSU and Grambling, and definitely if I'm wrong about that, it's definitely the first time in my lifetime that those schools have played. But, you know, you start off the year and they go up to New Jersey to play Hampton. I think they can win that game. I think that's a game that kind of sets up, you know, the way your season rolls from there. You go up to Hampton and beat them, and come back to LSU the next week, kind of, take your lumps. And then you got Florida Memorial at home the next week where you can kind of lick your wounds and give a whooping that you might have received the week before to somebody else, and then you get straight into conference play, Texas Southern, formidable opponent, SWAC opponent. They're going to be good, but I think Grambling can beat them. You got go to Prairie View, go to Alcorn. Alcorn's going to be tough. Going down to the reservation is never fun. It's always rabid. That fan base is crazy. There's one way in that place, one way out, and they're gonna rock. They're gonna rock the reservation all night. So that's gonna be a good one. You got Alabama A&M coming. You got Bethune-Cookman coming to the house. You got the Port City Classic against Alabama State. You got to go to Pine Bluff, and then you end up in the Caesars Superdome playing Southern for the Bayou Classic. And I just hope that both schools can at least make it to that game, to make that game mean something. There's nothing better when the spot for the SWAC West title is between Southern and Grambling and comes down to that game host. There's nothing like it, man. Being in the Superdome right after Thanksgiving. Your mama probably went to Southern. My daddy went to Grambling. Then your aunties and uncles went to Grambling, but your cousins went to Southern. Ain't nothing better than that rivalry, man.
Wow.
I can imagine. Some of the transfers that Grambling has got, wide receiver from Tennessee, Nigel Lanier. I think guys like that are going to come in and make a big impact. The quarterback, he's a transfer from Alabama State. Played well last year for Alabama State. Looks like he's going to get the starting job. I think it's all based off of, who Grambling has been in the past. And I think that's your defense and being able to run the ball. I think that once you get back to those roots of who Grambling football is and just smash mouth type of football, I think that's what's going to, turn the tide.
So what is Grambling? Because I don't really know too much about Grambling. It's from, when Eddie Robinson, of course, was
right.
a coach. But what is its strength right now? What is Grambling? What is Grambling's football?
I'm gonna be honest with you, host. After last year, it's hard to point out a strength, man. They won one game. It was just bad, just a down year. There was a lot of ins and outs with players. You had the whole coaching situation, and now Hughes had a chance to kind of, I would say, settle in. He's recruited his talent, but it's got to be the defense. That's just always what it's been at Grambling. They've had, don't get me wrong, they've had some, high-powered offenses, but that nucleus has always been on the defensive side of the ball. Smash mouth linebacker, man-to-man DBs, kind of cover one, cover zero type thing. Just kind of smash mouth football.
Whoa.
That's just the Grambling way. Hard working. Don't take shortcuts. That's everything that Coach Rob preached up there while he was there. It's still in that town. It's still bled into that field, into Eddie Robinson Stadium where they play. So I look forward to them definitely having a bounce back year, having a winning record, and competing to play in the Celebration Bowl or SWAC championship. That's what I'm expecting from them.
That's what's up, man. See, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it.
Deucing it up with HBCU News, brought to you by the Real to Sports podcast.
Might as well, bro. Hey, man, you broke that thing down. Man. And Mr. Renfro, if you watching, man, I hope Deuce has answered your question, and we appreciate you bringing in that question, man. Again, man, thank you. He subscribed too. Thank you for subscribing to the show.
Mr. Renfro, I'd love to, get a chance to meet you. We'll be up in Graham sometime this year, so chance to meet him and talk about the show a little bit more, talk a little Grambling football.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you can always spot Deuce out in the crowd.
I was looking. He said you have to earn the G. They have to earn the G back. He took the G off. They were
playing so bad. He said he took them off and said you got to earn them back.
But why would you mess with that though? Like,
it's certain things you just don't do. I understand it. Like I understand because in high school and in in college and places like that,
high school,
play your off season without your logos. It's a way to motivate your team to earn the logo that you play for. But he did it like mid season, like you wear the G week 2, week 3, you ain't got it on your helmet. So,
I know we do it in the off season at Dallas. The rookies that come in, they play with a player helmet. They get the start, but I have never heard of it during the season, man.
During the season,
I'm telling you, man, they were not happy. My pops was one of them. He wasn't.
I know. That's what I was about to say. I know the alumni is going.
Yeah, they weren't happy
over that. I know they was going crazy.
That was his first strike. Everybody was looking at Hugh like,
that might be a second one. Hiring that head coach from Baylor might have been his first strike.
Yeah.
Who Street? Don't open up that can of worms, bro. Please.
Big error doing that.
Yeah.
He didn't judge the win right on that one.
At all. It was very poor timing.
Yeah.
The heat on Coach Brown is something mean, but I think he got the worst of him he shouldn't have out of that situation. But
he better get that.
That's another subject.
Yeah, he better get that shit together. Bad. Think of GC. Talk about they can also say I got a question for the host. Don't forget. No, bro. Nah. GC, man, y'all the star. Y'all the engine that make this thing go now. It's for the podcast panel. Leave me out of it. I'm disappearing. I fade away. GC said I was finna say Hugh is in Graham now, and he can't make it his way or the highway.
Yeah. Too much tradition in a place like that.
That's what I'm saying. That is prestigious.
He ain't won nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't won nothing at no level.
But it ain't that. That's school alone, bro. I mean, I think Doug Williams set that bar for what that school is today.
Coach Rob and Doug, and then the guys in between, Coach Bob's.
Big Grambling can pull the upset week 2. We've seen crazy things in college football. True. Bayou Classic go crazy.
Jay, what he
smoking? I would love to go to that shit, boy. I would love to be there, bro.
They hope they don't get 60 put on them. That's what they better hope.
That's a fact.
Man, that game is so everybody can see the bands, bro. That's all it is, man.
John Stover, what's up, Uncle Waldo?
Yo.
What's going on, Stove?
420. You on 421?
Yeah, he need to come 421 North, man. Come on.
Where you at, Sanford?
Vass.
Oh, Vass. Okay, that's right. Get on 421. Take it all the way to Greensboro, North Carolina.
Bring your fish fry.
Yo, bring that rod. Let's go. Tell them about the upset. Tell them about the upset that was going to happen in 2015.
Yeah. So GC's referring to we played our year at McNeese State when we went and won conference. We had LSU on the schedule and got down there, played the first quarter, and we had one of the best defenses in the country that year. Transfer from Texas A&M, just some guys that could go. And I mean, they put our stats into the FBS standards, and we were still like top 5 in FBS, with our defense. So we were really tough. We went in there and they had guys like Malachi Dupree at receiver and, just kind of took them guys out of their game. Now, we only played a quarter until the game was canceled. We had a rain delay, but we technically were the only undefeated team in Louisiana after that because we didn't lose to LSU. So we wound up running off, I want to say a 12-0, 13-0 season. We wound up winning all of our games after that. Didn't lose to anybody. Came out of the game with no injuries and got that check coming out.
Baby. We truly believe we'd have had a chance to beat them. I don't think they'd have scored much. I don't know if we would have. But our offense was box office. Kent Shelby, Daniel Sam at running back, at quarterback, Ryan Ross at running back. They wound up, going crazy. So yeah, we were best defense in the nation for a while. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm about to go with that old 2015. Go check them out, man. Go check them out. Hey, Deuce, can you do everybody a favor that's watching, man? Bring that. Where that hardware at? Man, I actually, it's a long story. I wish GC was on here. I think I have a picture of mine, man. Mine was actually stolen from me, but
oh man. Oh, come on, man.
But I think
I may have a picture of. I'll find it for you, host. But me and GC got a little jewelry to add to the collection after that season. We wound up, like I said, winning the Southland Conference undefeated, beat Lamar last game of the season to take it over. Got a first round bye in the playoffs.
Who you beat?
And we beat Lamar University to win it all, to solidify it, and then lost to Sam Houston in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, man. Let's go, man.
At the house.
Let's go. That's all right, though. You got that ring, baby.
Got some jewelry. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Care about nothing else. Let's go, man. That's what we do around here in the Real Sports.
What position do y'all play?
GC was offensive lineman. I was the defensive end. So it was weird to see us hanging out, but that was my guy. That was my guy. He couldn't block me. I'm about to take my chance to do this while he's not on the show. He couldn't block me. Let's make that be understood. He couldn't block me at all, but he was pretty good.
DeMarcus Ware type of player, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was a pass rusher, man. Believe it or not, I'd rather play if I could play just on third down. I would.
If
I could play just on third down. I would.
Oh boy, I would draw some plays up.
Speed guy, little SWAT rip, little stuff like that. I wasn't no bull rush guy. I wasn't heavy enough. I try to bull rush one of them offensive linemen. They gonna laugh.
You like Thibodeau.
They gonna laugh. Street like, what you doing, bro?
Yo, dude, man, bro, that's boy.
That's what's
that's
up,
some football players too.
Hey, I told you, boy. I went out there in that football field and I seen that first cook. I said, "Oh hell no!" I knew early I couldn't play that sport. I heard that collision. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Boy.
There we go.
Oh
yeah, baby, big D's.
That was the little history behind it. That's the first ring that McNeese ever won with that logo on the ring. Every other logo for their championship rings only had the M on it, but we were the first team to get the M and the cowboy on it. So
yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
That is really cool.
That's what's up, Deuce.
McNeese State is in the building, man. They are in
Lake Chuck.
Lake Chuck. I need to reach out to some players down there, man. Get them.
You know how many people play team sports and never win any type of anything from it, man? It's really hard.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I won 4 or 5 games in all of my high school career.
Wow.
And so to go straight from that to McNeese and start winning to win 10 games in one season was just
like what
unheard of. I say, wait, we can keep doing this?
Word.
How many we can win?
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, GC, I echo that sentiment, my man. Go Pokes, baby. Go Pokes.
That's something we can agree on, Mark. Go Pokes.
Hey, maybe we had to get some McNeese players on the podcast one day.
Yeah, might be able to make that happen.
Do somebody to send you on an assignment, brother.
Yeah,
we're here live here in McNeese. I'm about to send Deuce, ladies and gentlemen. We might have to send Deuce on assignment, man, at a McNeese State live game, man. Real Sports Podcast.
What conference is McNeese State in?
The Southland Conference. Yeah, so Southeastern, Nicholls State, Northwestern. Some schools have left. Lamar, Sam Houston was there. Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. People like that. Incarnate Word. Yeah, that's about it.
Incarnate Word. They were all over that XFL draft, boy.
Yeah.
That was the main school you saw.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Probably one of their most notable players after years.
What's up, man?
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all old now. Can't do it now. You can't do it no more. I ain't gonna say you're old, but I mean, those days
you
are
right.
gone.
You right.
Nah, GC still got it, man. GC can be blocking for Derek Carr if he wanted to.
Ooh.
Probably.
See, boy.
No. If Deuce want to try out with the XFL, man, I got some connections, bro. Just give me the word, man.
Deuce don't like running when the whistle blow. That's the thing. I ain't got time for all that. He ain't finna make. I got on the other side of it. I've blown the whistle and make other people run. I like that way better.
I know that's real.
I like that way better.
Only thing I'm running to is to the bathroom.
That's what I'm talking about. That's about it.
Yep. Hey, or when she said, "Come on."
All right, Marvin Gaye.
I got everything. That's the only time I read it. Or when it said, "Time to eat." What? Time to eat? No, baby. It's like that. McNeese in the building. McNeese State is in the building, man. All right, man, fellas, we jump to some NFL, man. I know I don't want to look at his face, but all right, man. We got some NFL news here, man. We are gonna start off, man, with the new Carolina Panthers running back, Miles Sanders. He said this, and I quote: "Almost every running back is underpaid right now. The valuation of the running back position has been under microscope this offseason, with high-profile pigskin toters getting released and few lucrative deals handed out in free agency. Miles Sanders' 4-year, $25.4 million contract with the Carolina Panthers represents the top multi-year contract signed thus far this offseason. Sanders received $13 million guaranteed, but the $6.35 million average per year is far less than in past years. Sanders joined the chorus of running backs decrying the diminishing running back market. This is reported by Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen show. There's nothing that we're doing wrong, Sanders said. We're doing everything that we have to do so far, as on the field and on the field and stuff like that. For people and GMs or owners to think that running backs are not as valued as much is a lie, because you got to see how everything plays out. You got to see what guys like Christian McCaffrey, the stuff he does, the things that Saquon Barkley, the stuff that he does, and the things that Josh Jacobs does consistently each year. You want to franchise tag and create a certain market for running backs just because you have this way of thinking that they only last 3 to 4 years. I think it's BS, honestly. Almost every running back is underpaid right now. I don't know what it's gonna take. That's a topic that needs to be brought up a little more, because it sucks to be a running back right now, honestly. Street, what do you think about the words that was said by Miles Sanders of the Carolina Panthers?
Well, I get what he's saying. I sort of agree with him, but I can see the other side of it also. He signed a 4-year, $25 million deal with the Panthers, so that's like 5-point-something million a year.
Yeah, which ain't.
Which taxes, you ain't.
Yeah, about 3. You walk away about 3.
$3 million a year. So I can and the banging they take, and Miles Sanders, I mean, he does a lot, man.
Yeah.
I like Miles Sanders.
I like him too.
He can run the ball. Good pass blocker. I like Miles Sanders. But if you look at it, man, the last few Super Bowl winning teams, they really didn't have a top running back like Saquon Barkley. He named all the top running backs, McCaffrey, people like that. Mm-hmm. I looked at the last few running backs, man. The Buccaneers, Chiefs, Patriots, Eagles. They had LeGarrette Blount, Damian Williams, Tony Michel, players like that. Kansas City, when they just won the championship, I think their running back, Carroll, I think he played a big part in winning that title. Man, he ran hard for them. So, me personally, I like a good running back. I think the running backs hold a lot of value. I don't know why they don't pay him like they used to. I think it's the quarterback's best friend is a good running game.
Absolutely.
It makes quarterbacks play better. But it just seems like they've been devalued, man. They've been devalued. It's more of a run by committee now. And the short passing game is sort of taking place of, of the run game. So
yeah,
they rather throw the ball for 3 yards than to run the ball for 3 yards.
The dink and dunks, yeah. The dink and dunks, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dink and dunks.
Hold up, host. I heard that.
That's what they call them, old dink and dunk.
The old cowboy ears, boy.
But y'all ain't do that much. Y'all ain't do that. Not this year.
But I really feel for him, man, because to take that banging for that they gonna take, And the Panthers, Frank Wright said they could see him being a 3-down back. So you've been 3-down back, taking that banging for $3 million a year.
Yeah, that's a little tough. I wouldn't put Miles Sanders at 3-down. He's too small.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know, man, because it depends on what type of offense you want to run. You know what I mean?
Unless it's fast pace.
Yeah, he can flare out and catch the ball out the backfield too.
Yeah, halfback flare. Yeah.
On first down, so he don't have to be a run all the time on first down.
Yeah.
But he runs the ball well. I like. He's only 26 years old, pretty young.
He can run.
Yeah, I don't think he's been ran in the ground. He definitely hadn't had the courage that like Zeke had by the time he was 26. You know what I mean?
Right. Philly, and he was nice with Philly.
Yeah, definitely, man.
The game was played. Very true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true. That's how they feel.
Yeah, but they get a quarterback, so goddamn the whole state of whatever they're in, and then kind of
I think it depends on your quarterback too, man. If you get the higher echelon quarterback, your running back doesn't have to be the top tier. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But if you're a middle of the road quarterback, somebody like Dak Prescott, you need a solid running game to go with him. I'm just sorry. You know, I think he's a bottom tier, top 10 quarterback, top 14, 15. I think he's in that range, a middle tier quarterback to me.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Solid running game with him. So depending on how good your quarterback is, it depends on like somebody like Brady. He didn't need a A1 running back. You know what I mean?
He never had.
Somebody like Rodgers. I don't think they need A1 running backs. Mahomes and stuff like that. So
I agree with Street. Because in 2016, when both Dak and Zeke came, they was a 1-2 combination. You know, Dak needed Zeke.
Yeah, right.
And he needed him, and the Cowboys was really good in 2016, and I could see that. And like you said, Brady, he never had that running back. You know, he didn't really need it really. So I see where you're going into that.
Yeah, early in his career, Brady had the running back. What's the kid name that came from Cincinnati? I think he came from Cincinnati.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. When we had him, and LeGarrette Blount, them boys ran hard.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blount. Yeah. Now look, Dak still need. He said Dak still needs Zeke.
Hey, I tend to agree with you. He might not need Zeke, but he needs somebody Zeke like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pollard might not be the answer. He might not be the answer. Mr. President, what you think about Miles Sanders and what he said about underpaid running backs?
I couldn't agree with him more, to be honest with you. I think for me, like when I first started getting into football, and I'm sure it's the same thing for Deuce and you host and Wall Street. Like back in the day, you know, when you was building a football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, even if you ain't have like a top tier named quarterback, as long as you had a good running back, you was at least somewhat competitive. Yep. You know what I mean? I think about the great Barry Sanders in Detroit.
Absolutely.
You know, I think about Eric Dickerson when he was with the Rams.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But as time went on, yes, my great namesake. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to be biased with it, but yes, him too. I mean, hell, even staying with the Raiders, I mean, we didn't have, you know, Darren McFadden, you know, all them years, like what would we have done? You know what I mean? But I just think that the times have changed. You know, gone are the days of the big time running back. And I think if I had to pinpoint a time where it collapsed, I would look back at 2018 as being my year for the downfall, because that was the year that you had Todd Gurley get his big extension. He was cut only 2 years into it.
Absolutely.
The Cardinals had signed David Johnson, and I kid you not, ever since they signed him, that man fell off the face of the earth.
Yes, he did.
So I think when you take people looking at that and seeing like how badly you can get burned by paying these running backs, on top of, you know, like Wall Street mentioned, you having to pay your top tier quarterbacks, I think the solution would be like I've said countless times on the show, create a separate salary cap for the quarterback so that way they don't go against the rest of the team, because then it will make it easier for other teams to build a competitive roster, because, you know, like you mentioned, host, 90% of your salary cap ain't going just to the quarterback. But I slightly disagree with you, Street. I think some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time had some great running mates back there in the backfield. Like, you know, would Kurt Warner have won his MVP 99 if he didn't have Marshall Faulk.
Oh,
with him.
he said they need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you was trying to dismiss it. My bad. You good, man?
My boy had Emmett. You know what I'm saying? But back in those days, there was more parity of big time. It was more commonplace to have you can have a Joe Montana with a Roger Craig, and you know what I mean. And
holy shit! Oh, you know what I mean? Roger
but
Craig. Oh my God!
It's more the top tier quarterbacks. They don't really give them that A1 running back no more.
Yeah, hell yeah. Roger Craig was a dude.
It just is what it is. I think
and also just to
come to the league earlier, man. They run these boys in the ground in high school.
They do.
They take them to college and they run the hell out of them in college.
Yes, do.
By the time they get to the league, man, they get over 600 carries on it. You know what I mean? They just got so many carries on their body, man. First, and then they get them for cheap the first 4 years, unless they're in the top draft pick. Yeah. Then they run the hell out of them for them 4 years, and then don't want to re-up them no more.
The quarterback used to take all the hits back in the day, but now you can't touch the quarterback now. So guess who got to take the fall now? The running backs.
But at the same time, the host also kind of put part of the blame on the game of college football, because as college football switched to a more spread system, you don't have those big, strong, like country tough running backs like you used to have back in the day. Like now these guys are spread athletes, really basketball player bodies playing football, like because it's all about speed and having that maneuverability in space. So it's a little bit of blame to go around, but I definitely think 2018 was the last time we saw a big time running back get a big contract.
Yeah, it's been a while, bro. I think Zeke might have been the last one to get a decent contract.
Yeah, the Zeke can pass protect, so I think that might have helped him.
He hosed us though. After he got that contract, boy, he fell off the goddamn face of the earth. He just started going downhill each year, man.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of reasons. I think he played hurt a lot of times too.
You got to as a running back.
You ain't lying about that.
Rock said Brady had Corey Dillon again, right? Playoff Lenny, he did.
Yeah.
Gigi Bravo, what's up, boy? What's up?
What's happening?
Ocala, Florida. That's my dude right there, man. That's my
biased, Gigi. You're not wrong, but you're biased.
Seminole.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but he's biased for sure.
Yeah, facts. That's my dude right there, man. That's my man. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Don't let me go flashback with that dude right there. That dude right there, bro. See here. We got Kansas City isn't having a problem.
Yeah. I like Kansas City running back. He ran hard.
I disagree. I think that's the biggest hole in their team. If they had a legitimate running attack, like a consistent running attack, then they would truly be at their full potential. But because they haven't had a consistent running game, that's how teams get them.
Do you blame that on the coach or the running back? I think the running back is
I blame it on the team, because by the time they pick in the draft, all the good running backs would normally be gone.
So what do you think about that Picaro kid? You like him?
I can't stand him.
That means he's good then. That's what that means.
Like anybody on that goddamn team.
It took me a second to figure out where this animosity was coming from, and then it finally came back to me, Mark. I understand that.
The Chiefs, yo. Them, we're going to beat them this year. Watch. Why would I tell you?
Oh, come on.
We beating the Chiefs this year, bro.
We might not even have a running back of our own, host.
Fuck. I don't care. We beating the Chiefs this year. God damn it. Standing on that.
As long as we win week 3, it's whatever to me.
But we split with them. I don't care. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them.
Hold your breath,
Y'all got a lot of faith.
Hell yeah. Craig used to have his legs moving like pistons.
Hot step.
Ridiculous. Oh, Roger Craig. Hell yeah. Roger Craig was the show no truth.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette was getting 40 carries. Oh, I'm sorry. Leonard Fournette was getting 40 carries. Oh yeah. They did.
Because LSU had no team outside of him.
I was about to say, for real though, like being down here, and Leonard was a year ahead of me in school, and seeing him get those carries at LSU was ridiculous, bro.
It was. He was
left, power right, ISO left, ISO right.
Yeah.
And then they had that little downhill toss where he would come like the B gap and would just throw it.
That was their favorite. Yeah, that was their favorite play with him.
Yeah, bro.
I remember they played Alabama. I'm like, damn.
They ran him like a horse.
Yeah,
they ran his
3 years.
Like Ricky Williams and people like them, they ran the hell out of them boys, man.
Yeah, they did.
Ron Dane, all them players like that, they just ran them, man.
Yeah. Streets, he fell off. KC got playmakers, but remember, Clyde. Oh, okay. Yeah. He was. Running backs can be found through the draft. Yeah, they could.
I mean, you can say that.
Yeah, they can, but like Mark said, they ran in the ground by the time they get to the pros.
But it's funny, GC of all people making a comment about running backs when his team, if I'm not mistaken, literally traded their entire draft class in one draft for one running back, and he didn't even play out his whole contract with him. But I digress.
Okay. Real quick, what I'm about to say is, the sun is out and flowers is growing. You feel that positive feeling, right? You get that positive feeling.
That little tangle feeling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You know why? Because Drew to the game.
Hey, there he is.
Already moved things up here. Drew to the game. Is in the building. That's what. When the sun is out and flowers is growing and the birds is chirping, there's a lot of positivity up in the building. And Drew to the game is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Drew to the game.
My apologies. I had a family emergency.
That's all right. It's just a $50 fine. That's all. That's all. $50 fine. That will be Village Tavern, and that will be for Street Fish Tacos. And while we at it, man, we do have a AFC North division rival up in here. We got there we go. We got a Raven. We got a Raven and a Steeler. Oh.
I think there's one thing me and him can agree on, though, host. We're the only two teams in our division that matter.
Hey.
No. I said what I said.
Okay.
I didn't
I don't know. Deuce, I hear Skyline chili tastes pretty good, my man.
I didn't miss anything.
Hey, how you feel about the Bengals is how we feel about the Chiefs.
I can't stand them, bro. They just went from the basement to the penthouse too fast.
That's what we said about the Chiefs.
I don't like it.
Man, basement to the penthouse. Man. They was giving y'all work in the playoffs a couple years ago to a certain linebacker.
Yeah,
the Bengals just started though. Bro.
You run head first into my best receiver. I mean that'll do it.
Drew,
and they still lost. Don't forget that they gave us problems and they still lost.
That's right.
I try not to remember that.
Yeah.
See, he got that contract and started acting like the cheerleader though. Longest yard.
Not the longest yard.
It's about Tracy Morgan. Oh yeah, defense. Oh yeah, remember that shit? Yo. Oh man, that's crazy.
Come on,
say, what up, Drew? Drew to the game is in the building. Power of positivity. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Well, to catch you up on things, Drew to the game, man, we were talking about Miles Sanders and how he was saying that running backs these days are underpaid. But before I go to you, I got to get Deuce. I got to get Deuce's input on that. What you think about that, Deuce?
Yeah, I think if you watch this show, you understand why it's so hard to go after people like Wall Street and Mark. Just about everything I was gonna say, they basically got it out the way.
Yeah, it's like batting out the Babe Ruth.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with him to a certain extent. Like, yes, the running back market has been a lot lower than lately, than we've been used to. They're just not paying these guys as much. But I can see why. They Street paid Zeke $90 million. 90.
Don't remind me.
For 6 years, and don't get me wrong, he was
3
great.
of those years. He was 3.
He was phenomenal, but
yeah, he was.
That's too much for a running back nowadays.
Absolutely.
Then you got Todd Gurley, like he brought up. That's the first name that came to my mind. just a phenomenal running back until those knees just kind of decided to give up on him, and he didn't get to play through that contract. Then you got guys like Le'Veon Bell, who signed that big deal in New York, and it just didn't work out. So
it didn't work out, bro.
Constantly you see that.
And I heard he's trying to come back to y'all for one game to retire.
I honestly wouldn't be mad if he retired a Steeler. Personally didn't want him to leave from the jump, but I did.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
I did, once again, Mike Tomlin and those guys make the right decision, like over and over. I think I know what's best for my organization, and thank God I'm not at the helm of it, because we probably would have drafted Trent Richardson way back in the day and all that kind of stuff. So
and not like
we had Trent for a
now he said it. He was like they wanted him to trade up, and he just wouldn't do it. Thank God.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, man.
If only he would have listened.
Running backs just don't, I think Christian McCaffrey has had the biggest deal with, 4 years, $64 million, and he's one of those guys that are still playing at a high clip. But the rest of those guys that I just named aren't playing. None of those guys are on the team. So I just can't when Najee Harris goes down, and I can bring in James Conner, who we've never heard of, and he comes in and has a phenomenal year. Or I can bring in a guy like Jaylen Warren, who came in and had a phenomenal year. Or I can bring in guys like Benny Snell, who had phenomenal years. Or guys in Denver when Philip Lindsay came out undrafted, had phenomenal years. He did good. Why waste all this money when I can go get a guy like that who will come in and give me the same production? And now James Conner was able to go on. Now he's in Arizona. Got a very nice deal. He's getting paid very good money to be there.
But he's on a shitty team.
Yeah, he is, but he's getting paid. I mean,
he get paid.
That's the only thing I take. If you go put me on a bad team, just compensate me for it. Yeah. So when you can do things like that, I just don't know if it's a reason to go out there and throw money at all these backs, knowing the risk that it'll take. I don't mind throwing that money at a quarterback now, because you can't hit him. You can't hurt him. No. You can't hit him from the knee down or the shoulders up.
You can't.
So it's hard to hurt a guy like that. But when those running backs come around the corner or come through those A gaps, you get them down however you can get them down.
There you go.
It don't matter. You chop them at the knees or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So just knowing the risk that those guys will take compared to other positions, the receivers that we protect way more nowadays. Ain't no more of those Ray Lewis, Josh Cribbs hits no more. That ain't happening no more. You do that, you might lose your job.
Yeah.
So I just would be more willing to pay a different skill position like a wide receiver, a quarterback, compared to a running back who takes those hits.
Yeah, first down, second down.
Yeah.
When you're starting the game,
running back in the first down is rundown.
Rundown, exactly.
Yeah. Load the box up, send 7.
That's it.
Second and 8. Look to the sideline.
Look to the sideline. That's it. 3-4 defense. Stop it.
That's it.
That's it. Football talk. Due to the game, man. What do you think about running backs being underpaid today in 2023?
I believe it's tragic, and the reason being is because a little old school, but they do a lot, and the game has changed to the point where everybody used to get hit the same. Tackle was a tackle, hit was a hit, and the money doesn't translate to how the rules are put in place today. Like Deuce just said, you can't hit the quarterback now. So, but it's still open season on the running back. You can't hit a wide receiver a certain way.
Facts.
Or you're gonna get fined. You're gonna get penalized. And I just think they're kind of like the odd man out. They are the odd man out, and it's hard. It's hard for me to stomach it because I played running back. But when I look at it in its totality, I see where the league is trying to go to protect folks. But if you're gonna protect one, you can't just single one position group out. There should be protections in place for everybody. And I think for the running backs to be the battering rams that they are, the specialists that they are, I believe they should be compensated, And me personally, when it comes to the scouting combine, let's take that for example. Like, it's cool for certain things when you want to get a little more information on a player. I mean, but watch the tape in college. You can see what they can and can't do. I think the combine has turned into more or less a tool for NFL owners, NFL coaches. They get to manipulate all players' value. Okay, and it's if you take another profession like a doctor, or take another profession like, let's say a banker or a truck driver. It doesn't matter what the position is. If you train to do something for your whole entire life and you're gonna do it as a profession, it's like, medical fields, they go to school for like 8 years, 10 years, whatever. But then, kind of like with law, they have this bar you gotta pass, right? Once you've studied and gone through school and you paid your money and you've dedicated your whole life to doing all of that, they don't say, hey, I've got, X amount of people that's doing the same thing. Let me get all of y'all together and ask you these dumb questions that don't have nothing about the law. We're asking about your parents. We're asking about what would you do in this situation, and I think the combine has just been, it's used to devalue running backs specifically, but all players overall. And I just think that it's tragic that it's being done. I mean, these guys get like Le'Veon Bell. He took a lot of punishment. Todd Gurley took a lot of punishment. All the backs take a lot of punishment. That's why they've gone long, or they're gone shorter. They don't have these 17, 20-year careers like Tom Brady and stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or Aaron Rodgers, or
Emmitt Smith, or Walter Payton, guys like that. I mean,
yeah, right. And then when you take the other part of it, you look at the medical side. These guys should be compensated for what they're putting their bodies through, so these organizations can make the top dollar. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I think it's tragic, and it should be offset and corrected soon.
Yeah. In your opinion needs to hit ESPN, because I totally agree with you. And like we all saying here, the running back is the catalyst. And we got the quarterback, but the running back, without a running back, you suck. You pretty much suck, man. And like Duke said, first down, it's a rundown. 90% of a football game we see on TV, the first play is a run.
Yeah.
They set the tone.
And they get all 11 coming after them.
Yeah.
Because wide receivers got their corners and maybe the safeties. You know what I'm saying? And then the quarterbacks only got the front four or front five. If the linebackers blitzing or if the corners blitzing, the running back he's open field for everybody to hit.
Yes. That's what we're saying. And the quarterback, now, you can't hit the quarterback now. So guess who's the main target now? The running back. Because he has the ball more than anybody. Besides the quarterback, he's on the food chain. GC says the same risk to give money to any player. Yeah, you can't hit the quarterback, but you can throw picks and throw bad passes after he gets paid. Get the bag and start sitting in the bed. Yeah. Michael Thomas, MT13 got the injury bug after his bag. True.
Yeah, but none of those injuries, that injury to Michael Thomas didn't come from a hit, GC. That's just his feet, like that ain't got nothing to do with,
two left feet.
Two linebackers coming to, to put some pain on you, you know what I mean?
Exactly. My boy GG. A lot of these players we talking about having knee injuries, and thinking and things like that from college or high school, then you try to use them like a rug. Exactly, GG. That's what Mark was saying. And Street and everybody else was saying that these guys coming from even from high school to college, like we talk about Leonard Fournette, they're like shit wearing the wheels off him. They ran him to death, bro. I watch LSU games. Number 7 is getting that ball majority of the time. Number 7 is getting that ball, and man, they ran him to death, man. They ran him to death. Look at Josh Allen. Look at Josh Allen without a running back. Josh Allen is the running back.
Yep.
Yeah. Josh Allen is the running back.
I like Lamar. Lamar running.
Lamar's the running back.
Lamar has Justice Hill from the Oklahoma State
He
University.
ain't done shit, Snake.
Damn.
J.K. Dobbins, nothing. It's Lamar. Lamar got defeats on that team.
J.K. can stay healthy, man.
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins can stay. Oh my God,
my Lord.
I agree with Deuce on that one, boy. I had J.K. I had him in my fantasy last year.
You had him and Cam Akers.
Yeah, sure did.
Snake bit right out the gate.
Yep, out the gate, man. I had J.K. Goddamn Deuce.
That was a rough year, wasn't it, Hubby?
Yeah, bro. I did Jack for me, man.
Week 1, it was over for the host.
Either, man. Goddamn Cam Akers.
That's what you get.
Week 1.
That's what you get for picking Cam Akers. That's what you get.
But I had no choice.
That's what you get.
That's why.
GT, where did Cam Akers go to school?
GC got all the good picks, bro.
I want GT.
Nah, DK low-key got all the good picks.
Yeah, DK did get all the good picks. And Drew to the game did too. Drew to the game, man. Drew to the game got good picks, bro. I said, God damn, I can't.
That man tried to trade me Lamar Jackson for Derek Carr, and I'm so glad I didn't take the bait.
Hey, he told me I had a good pick. I had Derek Carr. I had Renfro. I mean,
yeah. Man, Drew to the game had a nice squad. You came in second.
I was trying to show y'all Raiders Nation some love.
You came in second, didn't you? Didn't he, Mark? Did Drew to the game?
No, the wheels fell off for Drew. It was between GC and Philly G.
But Drew started off hot.
He did, and the wheels fell off.
Yeah, Drew started off hot though. Drew beat me. I suck bad, bro. I think I won like 5.
You was doing all right. You just didn't have no running back.
I ain't had no running back whatsoever. My defense, I had Buffalo's defense.
Well, when Cam Akers had that start to the season, bro, that's how you knew it was about to be lost. Bro.
God damn. Oh God. I said, yo, can I trade with somebody, yo? I had Allen Robinson too. Oh my God. You dudes. Anyway. Those
damn Florida State players.
Oh my God damn, man. All right, Gigi, you heard that jab now.
Look,
it's coming from a gator. It's coming from a gator. All right, man. Oh man. Ooh, this next subject here, I know these two guys can relate on. And we're talking about the state of the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski must show this year that they can win. Members of the Browns organization, Browns fans around the world, and those who still love to sing the cover of Cleveland Rocks that was used in the intro to the Drew Carey show. The Cleveland Browns took a huge risk last season when they brought in a new franchise quarterback. It didn't work, at least not in the first year. But can Cleveland figure out how to move forward? Good question. But as always, before we take a look at the season, at this season, it's important to take a look back. Can the Cleveland Browns, with newly acquired quarterback, all-pro quarterback Deshaun Watson, can he bring the Cleveland Browns out of the AFC North division basement, Mr. President?
Geez, man, you gotta start with me.
Yeah, because these two down here, they licking their chops. They know the Browns.
we all know how I feel about the Cleveland Brown organization. I think the moment that they did what they did, and my main man Baker Mayfield, it's been downhill for them ever since. You literally had the man in place who had the moxie and the charisma and the playing ability to turn your franchise around, and you got rid of him for the shiny new toy coming down the street.
I agree. I agree with
that. But I think no matter what, Deshaun is pretty safe just because of his contract and how much it would cost that team to cut him. But I'm really looking at Kevin Stefanski like, yo, this might be your make or break year because we done gave you the quarterback, we done gave you the keys to the kingdom. Like, what are we doing here? So I think I'm worried about him being on the hot seat. I'm curious to see what Cleveland's going to do. Ironically enough, we just got done talking about it, seeing what they're going to do at running back because
it's too late.
they They just got rid of my man from Ohio, got Kareem Hunt. They just got rid of Kareem Hunt. They're not going to bring him back. So, like, I'm curious to see who their running mate's going to be next to Nick Chubb, because we talked about Leonard Fournette having some mileage on him from college. Nick Chubb had some on him too, coming out of Georgia. So, we gonna see how they do. I wish they would upgrade wide receiver a little bit, get Amari Cooper another running mate. But hey, all the power in the world to Cleveland, man. I hope they rattle the cage a little bit, make some noise, and keep old number 8 in the horrible black and yellow from making it to week 3 for me. So that's my hope.
Okay. Street.
Yes, sir.
Deshaun Watson, full season. It's time to roll. Can he bring him and Kevin Stefanski put their heads together and bring this Cleveland Browns organization out of the AFC North basement?
Man, I hope so, man. I like Deshaun Watson, man. You know, I picked at him last year, call him Massage Watson, but I really am rooting for the fella. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a name for your ass. Massage Watson.
He missed a lot of games last year, so I don't think Stefanski should be on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Just signed him last year. He didn't play. He missed over half the season. So I say you give him a full off season, a full season to play this year, and then you reevaluate the coach after this season, maybe. I think you need to lean into Nick Chubb a little bit more. I think they got everything set up. They projected them to be the bottom of the AFC North this year. I just don't see that. You know, I sort of see Pittsburgh being in that position, to be quite honest. But I just look at the quarterbacks, man. I think that Pittsburgh has the weakest out of the quarterback. I think they have the best head coach, but they got the weakest quarterback out of the division. So looking at it that way, I think that they can may not have a losing season, but I don't think they're going to win the division or even be in contention to win the division this year. So I'm picking Cincinnati and Cleveland to be up there fighting for the division this year. You know, I don't think Baltimore's not, you know, they still got to prove to me this new offense they're bringing in that LaShawn can run it, he can throw the ball from the pocket. I need to see a little bit more of that. And so I think this is Cincinnati division again with Cleveland, you know, challenging for it. So Jerome Ford is the backup running back for Nick Chubb. He played at Alabama in 2019 in Cincinnati. So we'll see, man. I like him. I mean, Cleveland is set up for success. They have the I like the wide receiving core. Amari Cooper led by a former Dallas Cowboy. Got Peoples Jones out there, Marquise Goodwin, Elijah Moore.
You can't boo the pastor while he preaching, host. Come on now. You can't boo the pastor while he preaching, man. The man was preaching. Let him preach now.
If it's a false doctrine, you can boo.
Hey, Street, when you get done, bro, you just better run for the hills because they finna get you, bro.
I think they are set up for success, man. It's all gonna fall on Deshaun, but I think Deshaun is a winner. He's been a winner everywhere he's been. I think he get back on that track this year, and I see them competing and challenging the Cincinnati Bengals for the division this year. With, like I said, Baltimore third and Pittsburgh Steelers in that caboose position. Bringing up the caboose. Yeah.
Preach, Reverend Street. Preach.
There you go, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Round 1.
Drew, you see me down here, Drew?
I got you.
I see you. I don't know
which one of y'all want to go first.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna
go first. All right, that's cool.
I'm gonna go that.
All right,
yeah, perfect.
So.
Hey, we Raiders, we gonna get out of here. I ain't got no part of this.
Yeah, I ain't said nothing, bro.
I ain't got no part of this here.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, you done. You done.
Here we go, bro.
Right. Before I start, quick question: when do we cover the NFC East again, or the NFC East? We need to go back over there and revisit that. Let's just say this: the Cleveland Browns, they're the Cleveland Browns, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I know Deshaun enough. I've watched enough of his games. He should be back to form this year. I think the coordinator, the head coach, I think they've got a good thing going there. They do have some weapons. I'm not overly concerned about Nick Chubb and his wear and tear. All he needs is a breather. That's all he needs is a breather here and there. Defense is solid. They can give fits with people. They always play their best. It's a gritty team. I'm going to digress on the standings a little bit. I don't see it the same way Street does. I just don't. I always talk about my Ravens. You guys know that. That's what we do. But I'm going to take a step back for this show today. I do believe that.
Get him, Drew. Get him.
I'm getting him. I'm there. I'm going to get there. I'm setting up the alley-oop. See, you got to understand this. Okay. He didn't take no shots at the Ravens, so today I'm not going to get him.
He did.
Okay? He took the shot at Deuce. And me and Deuce, although we don't care for each other's team, the respect is there. So I'm going to let him not. I'm going to throw it down there, and I'm going to let him yank. You know what I'm saying?
Get on.
I believe that you truly can have 3 teams out of this division make the postseason. I really do. And I'll say this. I think that this is the year that you'll see Pittsburgh back in the playoffs, not pulling up the caboose. I believe the Ravens have a shot at making the playoffs if we can stay healthy and they can protect Lamar. And I really, truly believe that the Browns that have been in the basement forever, the ones that Joe Burrow that has been crowned whatever with all those embarrassment of riches and can't seal the deal, he struggles against Cleveland. They struggle. He don't have a good record. When you look at Burrow versus Cleveland, you come back and tell me, Street, what's his record? Or ask the president, what is Burrow's record against the Browns?
Yeah, Mark, you want to search everything else.
Yeah.
Something to do. All right?
Yeah.
Mark!
All right. Worried about what's going on over here in the AFC North. All right?
We got Duck Goose. I'm gonna say Duck because I don't think
for the record,
the Bengals have a good chance of missing the playoffs this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if either us or Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm not gonna count Deshaun out, but I think Pittsburgh or Baltimore could win the division, but I think the Browns actually make the playoffs and the Bengals find themselves out this year based on the landscape of the entirety of the AFC.
Well, this is why I say this is the best division. This is a tough division.
It is.
I have to.
It's a tough division.
No,
for the record,
it is.
Anybody can win in that division. Anybody.
Cincinnati, Pittsburgh ain't winning this division.
No, you can't count Pittsburgh out though.
Hey, look,
Pittsburgh is a
Steelers don't have a Dallas Cowboy of old offensive line. Okay, no. They made their upgrades. They've made their upgrades, and if you make upgrades on that line and you keep Kenny Pickett upright, and you got Pickens coming on, you got what's my man Johnson over there? I forget the other boy name. Help me out, Deuce.
Oh, I got you. I'm just.
Can I answer Drew to the game's question real quick?
I got you.
Go ahead.
It ain't happening.
To answer Drew to the game's question, Baker Mayfield went undefeated against Joe Burrow. Jacoby Brissett is undefeated against Joe Burrow. The only quarterback in Cleveland to lose to Joe Burrow was Deshaun Watson.
And
that was last year, wasn't it?
I'm going to tell you the reason because those other 2 quarterbacks did not excite Joe Burrow no way, no how. But against Deshaun, that's more of a challenge to Joe. So you've seen the best of Joe against Deshaun.
Baker Mayfield is undefeated.
Baker Mayfield, stop it. Okay, stop.
Quarterbacks that come from the state of Oklahoma tend to dominate in the AFC North. I'm just saying.
And I'll close on this. You look at Baker Mayfield, Jacoby Brissett, and Deshaun Watson, who's the better talent? Who's the better talent?
Baker Mayfield. All day long.
I would tell y'all this: them games were probably won by Nick Chubb. I guarantee you, it won't something that them two quarterbacks did. You look at their stats; they're probably pedestrian. It
I
probably
agree with because they had a two-headed monster with the running back.
Won that game. It won't them quarterbacks.
Yeah, street right on that because they had a two-headed monster with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Matter of fact, they was like leaguers in rushing.
Myles Garrett probably had a big day.
Oh, you talking about when he whacked Landry?
Yeah, he probably had a big day against them, but come on, man. Kenny Pickett ain't got a chance to win this AFC North. I'm willing to make
I don't know, bro. I don't know, Street.
AFC
North. I don't know, bro. Let me tell you something. Pittsburgh Steelers is a well-coached team, bro. They don't need the superstars to make it. They're a well-coached team, bro. I mean, they got Tomlin over there. That dude runs a tight ship, bro.
And to the person out here throwing tomatoes at me for picking Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield against Joe Burrow, 22-28, 297 with 5 touchdowns. There wasn't no Nick Chubb winning that game. That was all number 6 from the University of Oklahoma, Mr. Baker Mayfield.
He did.
Ain't no Cowboy though. That ain't no Oklahoma State. The Oklahoma. Yeah, which one we cheering for? Which one?
And the quarterback from Oklahoma State kept Mike Tomlin from having a losing record. Put that out there too.
Those of you just checking in live, man, we got an AFC North battle right here.
Mark?
That was the Mason Rudolph, one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen with my 2 eyes.
Mark, the best thing he did for us was get hit in the helmet by
Myles Garrett.
That was the highlight.
And he kept Mike Tomlin from having a losing record for the first time in his career.
That was the highlight of his year, Mark. He hadn't thrown a good ball since the James Washington and Oklahoma State.
Ooh,
that's because y'all didn't give James Washington a chance.
No, that's because he sucked.
We gave him a chance. We got his ass out of there.
Hey, whoa, hold up. Whoa, hold up now. Hold up now. James Washington is not bad. He is not bad at all. That man got hands.
I'm not talking about James. I'm talking about that 6'7" kid you sent out of
because he got hurt
and told me he was a quarterback. That's who I'm talking about.
But he kept your coach from not having a losing record.
No, he didn't.
Come on now.
No, he didn't.
He won the games he played in.
The league in interceptions did that.
Hey, man.
Coach did that.
But anyways.
Go ahead. So you Deuce.
Now it's my turn.
Okay, Skip.
Let's go, Skip.
I don't even like Skip like that. But now it's my turn.
Hey, that's what I be saying. It's my turn.
I think the problem is we have people like the Cowboys who get caught up in the glamour and the lights, and they have to sign the big free agent and do all these things that don't help them win. I don't have to go out and get the best player available. We go out, we get guys who are going to fit. We go get guys like Allen Robinson, who's going to come in and play well. Nick Herbig, offensive line, went and got one of Philly G's offensive linemen, brought him in. I can't pronounce his last name. That's why I didn't say his name. And those are the things that make us winning teams. When the Ravens are going to bat for the Steelers, when the Raiders are going to bat for the Steelers, you need to sit down and actually listen to what's going on because something might actually be getting said. Kenny Pickett, other than Joe Burrow, probably is the most clutch quarterback in the division. He's the only one with the clutch gene in that division.
I think it's been so long since Deshaun played. People don't forget.
No, it's not that. Deshaun has it too. Deshaun has it too, but I really don't believe he got it like Kenny Pickett. And Kenny's only a second-year guy. Coming in, he's going to have a full, healthy season. He's got an offensive line that's going to keep him upright. He's got a defense like no other. He's got TJ Watt coming back. It's going to be healthy. Beefed up our defense. I just don't see how you can sit here and say we're going to be the bottom of the.
I say you're going to be the bottom.
Mark, you about to get a piece.
Hey, Mr. Bravo. Hey, Mr. Bravo. Hold up now. Hold up. Baker Mayfield alone is better than any quarterback that's come out of Florida State since God last walked the earth. Get out of here with that mess.
Well, we got an impeachment trial. We got an impeachment trial here going on.
Remember Charlie Ward? That might be a little bit. So
I just want to know.
Oh man, Charlie Ward was phenomenal.
I'm talking about in the NFL street. I know about Mr. Ward. I know about him. I'm talking about from Florida State to the NFL. Christian Ponder, EJ Manuel. That's who y'all gonna hang y'all hat on. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't on that.
Yeah, a little point. But host, I'm just saying, Pittsburgh may not be the bottom feeder, but they're gonna be one of the two bottom teams in there. I really believe that.
It's not even how it works.
I agree with you, Street.
It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs in that division.
You would.
It sounds like somebody walking their statement back.
Can we agree they got the fourth best quarterback in that division?
I don't agree with that.
Whoa, what?
I don't. He's my quarterback. As long as he puts on black and gold, he'll never be worse than any of them other three guys.
So he should.
That's just a fact. I mean, I'm not gonna,
Come on, man.
So you stand up for Kenny Pickett. But you can't stand up for my man Mason.
He's a no offense, Drew. He's a better passer than Lamar. He's a better decision maker.
Everybody coming at you, Mark.
I'm telling you, man.
Y'all trying to get character today.
Hey,
they're coming at the president today. They said impeachment. They want Mark impeached. Now I gotta do an impeachment trial.
I'm telling you, man. It's hard for me to put it into words because of who we are and what we've done over this offseason. But I'm telling you, bro, just wait on it.
I think he's about 2 years away, Deuce.
Just wait on it. Run games back. Offense. That was the biggest problem last year. Not last year. Before Ben's last year didn't have a run game.
Yeah,
Ben threw the ball 56 times his last game because we couldn't run the ball.
Yeah,
we forget though. This is Kenny Pickett's second year. Everybody, come on, man, you gotta give him some time to grow.
Yeah, I like him. That's what I'm saying. I like him. I think he got stuff to grow, but he ain't there yet. He ain't
down the
he
stretch.
Ain't Burrow in his second year.
Let me ask you this, Street. Last year, down the stretch in close games, who would you rather have had on your team to close a game? Your quarterback, Dak Prescott, or mine, Kenny Pickett?
Well, listen.
No. It's yes or no. It's left, right, up, down. Kenny.
Now I think Dak had his worst year that he's played in the professional in football last year. So if we're going off that year, I don't want to judge him.
All I know is when it came down to it, I seen that dude go down there. I seen him go into Drew's Stadium and M&T Bank Stadium in the last week, go down, drive the ball down the field, and make passes, not rely on to turn around and hand the ball off to anybody. He scrambled, he made plays, and he won the game. I saw him do the same thing in Acrisure Stadium against Mark on Christmas Eve. I've seen him go down.
No.
I've seen him win games that you told me that my other franchise quarterback couldn't do in millenniums, I think is the word you like to use. That's the word you want to use.
Kenny Pickett had freaking Franco Harris pushing him down the field, bro.
Franco 32 didn't touch the field that night.
He did. Y'all had his jersey all over the stadium. What you mean?
Number four that traded that silver in for gold, he was on that field.
Hey, bro, he was on that field, but he got haunted by the ghost of Franco Harris.
Big Max, 2 X's at the end of Max. He was on that team. He was on the field when he got.
And you saw how he shut y'all down in that first half, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then y'all didn't score in the second half, did you?
Because of freaking Franco Harris, man.
Score, Mark. You couldn't kick a field goal.
Bro, that was y'all first win against us in 3 different presidents, dog. We had 3 different presidents since the last time y'all beat us.
You talk about how good this quarterback is, but you couldn't get in the end zone.
Because Derek Carr sucks in the cold. Everybody know that, man.
Problem. That's not my problem.
Hey, bro, we didn't crack the code when it came to Derek Carr in Pittsburgh. Y'all couldn't crack the code when it came to running backs for years, man. Get out of here.
Let me tell you something. Kenny Pickett will have a better career in Pittsburgh than Derek Carr did in Oakland.
How much money you trying to put on that, sir?
You mark my words.
Oh,
have
hell,
more
but you sleep now.
more playoff wins. Yes, sir. You mark my words.
See, okay, hold up. Now pause. See, now you moving the goalposts. You said better career in
That's
Pittsburgh.
Then
No. When you said better career in Pittsburgh, nah,
it's about
dog.
winning.
Okay, if it's about winning, about winning, the reason I'm fired up now. Nobody in the history of the Raiders organization has more wins at quarterback than Derek Carr. Yeah, nobody's throwing for more yards and throwing for more touchdowns than Derek freaking Carr.
He waited too long to escape Alcatraz. That's why.
Even throughout, but that's even more.
Y'all, and look what y'all did to him. He stayed.
But that's even more of a testament to him, though.
Organization because he loved the Raiders and loved that organization, and you still turned around and did him the way you did him. We did it to Marcus Allen. We did it to the Snake. That's just what the Raiders do.
Right. That don't make it right.
It's just what we do, bro. It's a part of putting on the silver and black. I ain't saying it right, but you said Kenny Pickett. So you mean to tell me Kenny Pickett gonna finish his career in Pittsburgh with more touchdowns, more wins, and more yards than all y'all quarterbacks?
Absolutely. Than all of our quarterbacks.
I think that Louisiana Heat getting to you, my boy. That 100-degree weather getting to you, dog. Man, Kenny Pickett won't even have a better career than Jameis Winston had in Tampa. Come on now.
I gotta agree with Deuce on that. Kenny Pickett having a better career. I definitely think he'd have. I'll
give you playoff wins because he's got a better organization.
But Kenny would never throw for 30 interceptions in a season.
We gonna find out.
And it's unheard of. You've never seen. You can never pull a quarterback from Pittsburgh to do that.
Well, Tomlin ain't gonna have it. Tomlin ain't gonna allow it. Tomlin ain't gonna allow it.
Never, Mark.
Hey, but
we would have had it if if history would have gone the way it's supposed to.
Hey man, you everything I'm hearing is we got to go change something. We should have did this. We would have did this. If he would have did this, you ain't do it, bruh.
If was a split.
But what these dudes did,
let me tell you,
was constantly come to Oakland and never get a win.
Back to back twice. And then took a year off and went back and won another one.
We're gonna see what y'all about.
But couldn't get a win against the Raiders though when it mattered most.
You got the 49ers.
All I know is the last time I played the Raiders, I sent them all the way back across the country with an L.
Bro, for the first time since Obama was president of this country, man.
Hey,
come on now. We had Obama, Trump, and Biden, and y'all finally get a win against us, and now y'all acting like y'all won a championship.
No,
I go off
the last thing I can think of. The last thing I can think of was sending y'all home.
I would be so disappointed.
Ending Derek Carr's reign.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
In Oakland.
There you go, dude.
No, Mark Davis. What ended Derek Carr's career in Oakland? If you want to go there, what ended his career with us was John Gruden's emails coming out. That's what ended it. Because John Gruden loved Derek Carr.
Because if John Gruden was there, we'd have beat y'all worse.
If Derek
we wouldn't have. You seen what Henry Ruggs was doing to Mika Fitzpatrick's son?
We'd have beat the hell out of
Man, get out of here, bro.
Why the 2-wide banana don't work in Pittsburgh?
It did when John Gruden was in Pittsburgh and went up there. We cracked the code on y'all and we won.
Through a headset. It's cute to call through a headset and put
all I know is we beat y'all by double digits on y'all home turf when John Gruden took us into Pittsburgh. I ain't trying to hear that argument.
That was the worst secondary. That was one of the worst secondaries we had in years too.
Y'all had all pro and Mika Fitzpatrick. What are we talking about?
He played safety. What about the corners?
Yeah, and y'all had the legend Joe Hayden.
My best corner was a 5'8" Cam Sutton.
Hey, that sounds like an excuse to me, bro. No, you play when you got on the field, man, and you got torched.
No, I'm telling you what I'm telling you, Mark. This is the difference between me and you. I tell you what happened. You tell me what should have happened.
How am I telling you what should have happened? We went to Pittsburgh with Coach Gruden and kicked y'all butt. Y'all came to Oakland and never got a win with Ben Roethlisberger.
That is absolutely correct. But during that same tenure, I got 2 championship rings. How many you got? How many appearances you got in the Super Bowl? How many appearances you got in the AFC Championship?
You got more than Dallas.
From when Ben was there. When Ben was there, how many championships you got?
Bring us into this mess.
Hey,
Ben might have not beat you, Mark.
Dumpster fire.
Ben might have not beaten the Raiders in Oakland, but how many championships do you have in Ben's tenure?
We didn't have Hall of Famers like Jerome Bettis.
How many championships do you have, Marcus?
We have none.
None. Not a
talking about my
goddamn
government.
one. So
You
you
talking about
hang
my
your
government.
hat. You hang your hat on beating the Steelers in the regular season and not seeing the AFC Championship. That's
But
what you do.
let the record show, sir. Y'all being the Super Bowl champion teams that y'all was could not hang with us. So if we would have seen y'all in the playoffs, y'all would not have won them championships, bro.
2 championships.
Hey,
And Charles Woodson, a
2.
legendary Raider, got one off of y'all. So hey, that's close enough.
Hey,
for me.
good for him.
Now we're gonna find out what Kenny Pickett.
It ain't too many Raiders that can say they got a championship off us. It ain't too many of them.
Hey, bro, that's because the league don't want us to win, man.
Yeah,
they gonna choose y'all over us every time.
Excuses.
Yeah, y'all just not good.
It ain't no. Hey, bro, if you want, call it what you want. Even when we were one of the worst teams in the history of professional sports, we still every time we played that daggone black and gold, we kicked y'all butts. You couldn't do a darn thing about it.
You know why?
So you're lucky you saw us in the regular season, not the postseason.
We treated those weeks like preseason games. Ben was out in the first half.
Okay.
After the first half, we probably set our best players.
Hey, dude.
And then, got on to the next week when we played a formidable opponent that we actually had to play. Not that black hole. That was a disgrace to the black hole of old, which y'all was putting on the field.
What would you say if I told you, what would your record be between these teams? The 49ers, the Ravens, the Browns, and the Raiders.
This year?
This year. What you think your record going to be against those?
We're gonna split with Drew. We usually do. They usually get us.
But those are 4 out of your first 5 games.
They usually get us the first time we play them, and we usually beat them the last time and right before the playoffs start because we usually get to rolling. We're gonna beat the hell out of Jimmy Garoppolo and them when we go up to Vegas. Who was the other one? The 49ers? 49ers gonna be tough.
And
you can.
The 49ers is going to be tough.
That's your first game of the season, the 49ers.
They're going to be healthy, so they're going to be tough. But they ain't got no quarterback right now.
Yeah. So you looking like y'all can come out of there, what, 3-1?
3-1. That's right. If we go back to the schedule release show, when you came on here talking all that 17-0 foolishness that you like to talk about in Dallas, that's what I told you. I told you we was going to go 3-1 through our first 4.
I don't know about that. I can see y'all splitting it though. I can see y'all popping the 49ers. They don't have a quarterback. But I think y'all lose to the Browns, y'all lose to the Ravens.
You lose to the Browns twice?
Well, no, y'all probably split.
About to say, you check history and tell me the last time that happened.
And then y'all beat the Raiders. I think y'all thumped the Raiders.
You think they're gonna beat us?
Just because of coach.
We're gonna beat the hell out of y'all.
I
beat the hell out of us.
Beat the hell out of y'all. In Vegas.
Hold on.
When have y'all ever?
Just get in where you fit in, Drew.
Look, it go to yellow right here. That's the flag. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. I got to bring positivity back to the show. Mark. Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Love you like cooked food. You my brother, man.
Drew, he's going to look at the last time we beat the hell out of him. He probably going to go back to like the 70s or something like that because that's when we beat the hell out of him.
I'm actually having to go back that far because
I figured
I take that back. I figured y'all beat the hell out of us. Y'all beat the hell out of us when I was in middle school. I'll give y'all that.
Mark. Let me just say
also
that.
Running off championship rings while you was in middle school too, and I can say that because we're the same age. While I was celebrating 2 championships, you was crying somewhere.
Let me say this, Mark. Hold up. I love you like cooked food. You're my brother. I can't let you continue to do this with Deuce, and I can't believe I'm doing this. You sound like Al Bundy, like talking about way back when. Bros.
I haven't gone back that far. I mean, I could be wrong, but 2021 was just 2 years ago.
Man.
And that's what I said. Y'all beat us.
It's a lifetime in football, Mark.
You came into Acrisure and thumped us.
So if 2 years is a long time ago, why he bringing up championships in 2010 and stuff?
You bring up the last millennium and Obama being president and all that. Not me. I stay in the present until you want to go back because this is synonymous with winning for a very long time. So when you decide to go back, it just helps me more, Mark. We have more championships back then. We have more championships than you do. It's
all beat against the
you and you and Drew put your championships together. And how many you got? You got enough to compete with Street, but not me. That's all I'm saying. You still can't get into the door that's open. It's a black and gold door at the top. The Patriots over here too, because Tom and all that. But you can't get in.
You can't get into the club.
You got to bring a friend and still can't get in.
Yeah, at least bring folk to the table. Mark.
Better call GC.
Exactly.
That's all I can tell you. You, Drew, and GC. That's the only way you get into that door.
The Ravens, they can barely get. They can get in. They can't get in either. The Ravens ain't got enough either.
That's what I'm saying. All three of them got to come together.
The city of Baltimore got more than 2 rings, though. I'm gonna say that. It's like to go in a different millennium. Different we gotta give us our Baltimore Colts championships with Johnny.
Oh well, yeah. I forgot Johnny United and all that. I got it. Yeah, you're right.
Can't change, just a team.
You're right.
No doubt.
I'm talking about them Ravens right now.
Exactly.
Y'all. That's all. That's my last thing on this host. Is Mark, Drew to the game, GC, T-Rock. You can bring him too. All y'all hold hands. And knock on the door and see if you can get in. No. And Drew, to be honest, that ain't for Drew, GC, or T-Rock. It wasn't for none of y'all. It was for Mr. Mark right here, my fellow Poke brother that I love dearly. That's he know exactly. That's who it's for. No, GC. No.
They're catching a lot of friendly fire over there, though, man. They're catching that friendly fire. Philly G. Everybody talk about the damn Eagles, man. They ain't got enough.
You're not even the best team in your state, Philly G.
Or in the conference.
I can't wait for week 3, host.
Hey.
Oh, this is going to age.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision since I am the president of the Real Sports Group, bro. That first Tuesday show after week 3, you just need me and Deuce, bro. You don't need nobody else. Just me and Deuce hold it down that whole show.
If we lose, this is gonna age very poorly. Like I'm gonna ask Coach to take this video down. We're gonna do all that. I'm gonna report the video, say it's all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all think Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith was bad, my God,
bro. Now, after all this, man, I'm just gonna do this, bro.
Deucing it up with HBCU News, brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Damn. This is what we do around here. This is what we do. This is what we do. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Hit that thumbs up. This is what we do around here. This is what we do. Holy smoke.
Don't you ever start throwing rocks at the throne.
Hey, bro, when the king can't defend his kingdom, is he really a king? When the king cannot defend his kingdom, is he truly a king?
Is the word kingdom you want to use right about now, Mark?
I mean, y'all the dynasty, y'all the ones that got all the reigns.
I can think of another kingdom that's been kicking y'all tail for a while now, Mark. I don't know if that's the word you want to use. Kingdom
I mean, they had to go. Hey, bro,
kingdom is a tough subject for you.
Hey, I don't care about that team with a good barbecue. You know why? Because that man never beat this team right here a day in his life. So I got that over until the day I die.
I'm just saying that's the first thing that pops up when I hear the word kingdom.
Hey, they kicked y'all butt too. They ended Ben Roethlisberger's career pretty embarrassingly, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I also beat them with not when scoring a touchdown. We also beat them 15-13. Chris Boswell kicked 5 field goals. Too.
But when my quarterback went to that stadium, he won. When yours went there, he lost in very unceremonious fashion. I might add. So.
How old was yours compared to mine?
Hey man,
I'm just asking a question. Mark.
It was only 2 years ago, you know.
Oh, so like 42 compared to what? 32, something like that. Right.
It was only 2 years ago, sir. I said 2.
Right.
It's all good.
We would do for one of these, Mark.
Protect your neck.
I can't wait for that sports to talk about after week 3, dog. Lord have mercy on my soul. That
Jesus speaks is catching strays.
I'm sorry,
GC be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, we don't look for them to do nothing in the AFC South either. I mean,
all GC need to worry about trying to overcome the referees in the NFC Championship game. He'll be all right.
For real. But he got a good quarterback now, though, Mark, right?
He got the best quarterback in the NFL.
you don't believe that?
I do. I will forever believe that. I believe it so much. I just dropped $150 on it the other day. Ask GC.
You taking him number one as your quarterback. You the GM. You taking.
I will take Derek Carr over Mahomes. I'll take him over Rodgers. I'll take him over anybody.
What's in your cup?
Hell, I'll take Derek Carr over Peyton Manning.
Nah, Mark.
I'll take him over Johnny Unitas.
Have you been in the Louisiana Heat lately, Mark?
You doing that?
Have you been in the Louisiana Heat lately?
Nah, man. I'm just forever a believer.
Quarterback, man. He like Dak Prescott, man. I put them as the same type of quarterback.
If I'm building a franchise, I'll take Derek Carr over any quarterback there's ever been.
Him, Dak, and Kurt, they run the same race.
You gotta be able to
no, they don't.
Emotional connection from the logical connection, Mark. Not logical, man, to pick him number one.
Is there anybody better you want running your franchise? Don't get in trouble. Never say anything bad. Is a loyal soldier. Wins you a lot of games.
I don't want my quarterback
Sounds
crying,
like
Mark.
Lamar Jackson to me.
Sounds like Tony Romo. I think Drew Street already had one of those and it didn't work out. Won a lot of games except for the ones that didn't matter. Like
Tony ain't never cried though. Tony ain't never got out there and cried. And Tony was box office. You come to see Tony play. Nobody come to see Derek Carr play, man. Tony Romo on TV. People
the Oakland Alameda Coliseum will have something different to say about that. Sir.
Romo would throw for 500 yards and throw 4 picks too, man. He'll have you at both ends of the spectrum.
Street, I have a question for you, sir.
He just like
with the eyes of the world on you in your home stadium on a day that's synonymous with your team, did Dak Prescott show up and lead y'all to victory, or was it my main man, Derek Carr?
I
outshining your quarterback in his home stadium on y'all day.
By no means am I a Dak Prescott fan, so I ain't gonna get up here and defend Dak Prescott and his poor play. You know
Derek Carr has beaten every other quarterback on this show right now. We beat Lamar. We beat Ben Roethlisberger.
He beat Kenny Pickett.
We beat Dak Prescott. So I mean, what's good?
Being gone.
Kenny Pickett ain't a quarterback. Kenny Pickett ain't a quarterback yet. He's still transitioning from college.
He ain't a quarterback, and your quarterback, the best quarterback in the league, lost to him, but he ain't a quarterback.
If the opposing quarterback throws 4 picks, I better win that game.
Mark.
Man, that's what he does. I'm telling you, he just like that.
Save him, host.
Mark.
Him, Dak Prescott.
I'm trying, Mark.
I'll take Baker Mayfield over Kenny Pickett, sir.
The audience is loving it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I would.
Mark, leave Kenny alone.
I did. I'm glad we didn't draft him.
Who is? You got Jimmy Garoppolo, bro. You got Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That's
all Jimmy G was win
the next few years.
Hey, Jimmy G been in that NFC Championship game and Super Bowl more often than Ben Roethlisberger has in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
more often than Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott. So
ain't won a thing. So at the end of the day, he went home with the same thing that all of us got the last couple of years. Nothing.
Hey, at least he got to the dance.
All he did was prolong his vacations.
That's it.
That's all he did.
Earn a little bit
He's
more.
with a winning organization now.
He got to Cancun a little later than everybody else.
Just like Joel Embiid and LeBron James. I understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shots still fire.
Don't forget about the Charlotte Hornets. They went first.
Oh, damn.
They were in Cancun by October. They were in Cancun by October, Mark.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Coming from, boy, you lucky I like you, Mark, because I got a really good one about the Raiders, and I just won't use it because it's you. You lucky I like you, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right. I mean, I don't know what you can say when it's tough to really say. I mean, I guess when you constantly lose to your big brother decade after decade, you eventually start trying to learn about different trash you can talk to him to bring him down. I understand.
So what are we going to say about Kansas City?
I just know we haven't played on a baseball field for the last 15 years. That's all.
I mean, hey, we did what we had to do. We still beat y'all though on that baseball field.
Yeah, because we don't play baseball. If the Pirates
all y'all Hall of Famers came to
y'all.
that field and lost. Baker Mayfield came to that baseball field and lost.
That's the problem. We should have brought the Pirates instead of the Steelers for those games because they would have played better on the baseball field.
Hey man. Hey, we should have brought the LA Kings when we went to Three Rivers and y'all had the field frozen.
You didn't even have a Raider logo on the field, Mark.
It's okay. Y'all still know whose house it was. It definitely won't been Roethlisberger's house.
Raiders. They ain't got it done.
It's all good, bro.
It looked like a college classic game. It just didn't have a logo in the middle of the field. It just said Raiders. It's
all good, bro.
Then there's a big patch of dirt in the middle of the field. Come on, man.
Week 3, you gonna eat these words, bro. I'm right here front and center for it too.
That don't happen. We got 2 different facilities for that. They're right next door to each other. As you walk past Roberto Clemente's statue, you see the 6
Philly G, bro. When Jalen Hurts learn how to beat the Raiders, come talk to me, all right?
Okay. Hold on. I got one. Host. This is epic. Can we do a show possibly when the Raiders play against the Steelers and let's just get it live right there?
A watch show like how Peyton and Eli do.
Yeah, Raiders gonna be at the bottom of their division this year. They'll be the bottom.
That's a good idea, Drew, to the game.
Hey, I look. we gonna have to.
Wow. Well, that's all, folks. Win a lot of games and stats, but not really. I'll make a Super Bowl talk. Philly G co-signing everything, man. Are we done?
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect time for me to talk about I didn't get to really talk about HBCU news today because I didn't have everything, but something that I thought that was pretty cool, guys, is that Tennessee State University will be the first HBCU with a hockey team, man, and I think that's phenomenal. I think that's huge and it's long overdue. Introducing our culture to a game that not many of us watch, you know what I mean? And so they're going to be doing a little partnership with the Nashville Predators, so they'll be right there in the same. And they're also looking to bring women's collegiate hockey next. And the team is going to start playing in 24-25 year. So I think that's really cool. Congratulations to everybody over at Tennessee State. And one of these days, you're going to log on to the show and you will see me with a Tennessee State University hockey jersey because those things are fire. Okay,
That's what's up.
I just wanted to put that out there. Congratulations to what they're doing over there in Nashville.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We're making big moves, man.
We dominate any sport we get involved in anyway.
That's a fact, Street.
Man, I saw a little history lesson. They say we started hockey, believe it or not. They say it was mostly brothers playing hockey at first.
What G say up there? What G taking a shot at on Wall Street?
Romo was like 1-8 in the playoffs, and Dak was 2-2 in the playoffs.
I get it. I would still go to my grave saying Jerry Jones should have brought Romo back that year once they got to the playoffs and let Dak go to the bench. I think he should have brought Romo back. I think we had a better run in the playoffs, man. But water under the bridge now.
Well, all I can say is well. I don't know what to say. Good show. Holy hell. All right. Well, if you guys out there are entertained or were entertained, I'm pretty sure you were. Hit that thumbs up. I'm telling you. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. Good Lord. What a show. But that's it. That's our show for the day, man. As always, we want to thank you guys for watching another episode of the Real to Sports Talk Show and another war between Deuce and Mark. Oh, man. If you like what you see, man, please hit that thumbs up and share the show if you want to. That's fine. I will not hit you with a copyright. Share it. You're fine. You good. First time, man. First time viewers again, man. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications, man. For all notifications. Late, but still here, man. No doubt, man. The power of positivity is still here. No doubt, man. Due to the game. What you got for us?
Thank you guys for tuning in. Always a pleasure to see you guys for chat room and viewing the show, or if you view it later. We appreciate the thumbs up and leave a comment if you like. Subscribe.
Yes, sir. Going in and out. But he said, like, subscribe, do all that. And he appreciate everybody for coming in. I appreciate the live chat, man. The live chat's on and popping. Philly G, Rockstar Rock, my main man down in Florida, Gigi Bravo, Miss Jones, John Stover. Who else up in here? GC, Miss Deuce. Shout out to Miss Deuce, man. Miss Deuce. She's up in here. Everybody in the live chat, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the love. Man, what a show today. What a show today, man. What a show today. What a show today, man. All right, man. We want you guys to come on back. Come on back, man. Join us. Actually, this Monday, man, me and the co-host, Talk to a Wrestling, man. Young Mark, Mr. President, we will go over the results of WWE's Money in the Bank. And we'll be joined by special guest Cisco coming back to review WWE's Money in the Bank. That's actually going on right now live on Peacock, man. And Cisco, our special guest Cisco will be joining us from the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. He will be joining us, man. So come on back again, man. And again, Tuesday, the 4th of July, we will have a special 4th of July sports to talk about, man. We will have some NBA and NFL news and discussions. And who knows, man, maybe Mark and Deuce might go at it again.
Most likely we will.
Most likely, man. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You got to love it. You gotta love it, man. Again, man, we appreciate everybody for coming through today on this Saturday afternoon, man. Appreciate everybody and all the love for the Real Sports Talk Show, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna get on out of here. Y'all know who I am. I'll introduce him. Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
My man Streets.
Yeah, thanks for rocking with us, people. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Deuce.
See y'all later. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my man, the power of positivity. Drew to the game. Due to the game. My man. All right, man. Again, man, we'll see you guys. Me and Young Mark will see you guys Monday. And then the whole gang will be back Tuesday on a very special 4th of July. Then until then, ladies and gentlemen, everybody be safe and stay safe. Real Sports, we out.